Felicity Collins.
My name is Carrie Young.
My name is Jordan Fisher, and we were part of the 2016 Indigenous Internship Program.
What I think the Indigenous Internship Program is about is making space for Indigenous graduates to gain experience working within the government, as well as providing an Indigenous lens to the areas that they were put in.
When I was an intern, I was with the Indigenous and Community Connections Division in the Strategic Initiatives branch. And the work I did there was mostly around policy analysis and that sort of thing, as well as a little bit of research and a little bit of engagement as well, but the focus was kind of a policy role.
My role within the internship program was an Aboriginal policy intern with the Information Sharing and Knowledge Management office within the Knowledge and Information Management branch.
So as a part of the Indigenous internship program, I was placed with Human Services in the Strategic Planning and Reporting Unit, and that is a part of the Quality Assurance and Continuous Improvement branch.
Really interesting projects that I worked on. I worked on developing a cabinet report around Jordan's Principle, which is a principle that allows First Nations children to receive supports without being delayed services due to jurisdictional disputes between federal and provincial governments or between government departments.
Some of the interesting projects that I was able to work on were mapping out information governance processes with the Information Management Office. Another one was looking at how information sharing could work between First Nations and the Government of Alberta.
So while I was with Strategic Planning and Reporting, I was given a really unique opportunity to work with the Operational Planning and Reporting Manager. So with her and I went to the different branches and units and gathered information and updates from them that we then compiled into a template that I was able to create.
The Indigenous interns know that they're being provided support culturally and that they have that opportunity within their internship, but also building that connection moving forward when they do have permanent employment. There is an opportunity to have the Indigenous intern involved with several, I would say, training opportunities from Indigenous and Community Connections. There's the blanket exercise, there's gently whispering in the circle back.
I think what will support the interns is having a great upper management support system. I feel that my supervisor also acted as my mentor, and if you feel like you're not getting that, you have the chance to seek that out either through other managers in your area or in different divisions or branches or units within the government or within your ministry. I feel that really helped me to feel confident in myself and able to seek out other opportunities that I wouldn't have otherwise saw myself in.
So what I like most about the Indigenous Internship Program is the fact that you get to work on some really I think, important and meaningful projects. I think sometimes when you think of an internship, you sort of think about a kind of role where you play, I guess, like a really minor sort of supporting role, and don't necessarily get to contribute your voice to the project in a meaningful way. But I think that in this program, there's been a lot of effort put towards making sure that the interns are actually able to take on a meaningful role within the work of which their respective divisions. And I think that that's probably the thing that's most rewarding about this program, and also the opportunity to work so closely with Indigenous communities.
So another great part about the program was that it helps you to find out what your interests are and helps you develop those interests, which I think really benefits your career path altogether.
What I love about the program is that I had the opportunity to explore a different subject matter than what I was used to. For myself, one of the things that I was able to help with was chairing the Indigenous Internship Networking Committee, where this internship group and the other Indigenous internship group through the Indigenous Relations Ministry got together to kind of do roundtables on what we were doing and to present our projects.
Another great part of the environment for interns would be the networking piece. So with the other interns, it's important to interact with them and see and share experiences, and that helps you with your own role, hearing about how other people are dealing with it, and it gives you a different perspective of what other people are dealing with.
Another thing that was really beneficial was the opportunity to attend networking events with other interns across government. There were opportunities for information sharing and to see what sort of initiatives interns were working on in different areas within government. And having that, I think, was a really good way to be able to participate.
Some advice I'd give to future interns is not to be afraid to ask questions or to take initiative within your position.
So some advice that I give the future interns is to be open to all new experiences. That's one thing that I've noticed my managers have been thankful for, is that I've been open to whatever projects they give me, and I've had a positive attitude towards it. And even the tasks that you don't think are the most exciting, or you are not fairly interested at the begin with, you can develop those interests.
Another piece of advice I'd give to interns once your internship is coming up is not to be afraid to apply to the positions you're interested in. Even if you think you're not qualified, you may be qualified or still get the position at a lower classification. So don't be afraid to apply.
I applied for that role, and I think I was successful because I had sort of developed that subject matter knowledge within that role.
So I was fortunate to be in one of the first cohorts for the Indigenous Internship Program 6 years ago. So I have a bit of a understanding from being an intern, but also just hiring an intern recently. As an intern, it was really beneficial for me to have those frank conversations with my supervisor around what I wanted as a career, what areas I was passionate about, and what areas I was really interested in, and really having that conversation with my supervisor of what positions would align with those. So really that allowed me to get into a position with the Office of the Child Needs Advocate.
So I was hired on into the same branch that I was working before as an intern, but into a permanent position as a strategic policy analyst.
So about halfway through the internship, I was able to obtain a new position with the Ministry of Infrastructure. That's where I'm at right now. I'm a research analyst and I work in the strategic planning and reporting unit.
I'm currently a knowledge and innovation analyst within the Indigenous and Community Connections division in the Children's Services Ministry. I was able to get this position before my internship was up, and I found that a lot of the skills that I did learn through my placement do transfer into my current position, even though they are a bit different.